Building whole steps are whole tones. Start with the note on the 6th string. A whole tone is 3 frets away when you're going to the next string. Seems like a huge gap, but actually it's a relatively small one. Same thing here, whole tone scale we're building. Here the interval seems to be different, but it's just the reach is different because of the tuning of the B string. This makes almost an entire octave of a whole tone scale. This is an augmented sound. No key has all of these elements in it. It's an in-between key element, like a pass. Half one key, half another key. Building minor thirds. If we put a minor third between every pair of strings, start with a note on the 6th, then the 5th, then the 4th. See, they all look the same until you get to this next one. It looks smaller, but it's not. It's smaller in distance, but the interval is still a minor third. If this had to be named, it would be a diminished 7. Now, nobody's ever going to play this way, but until you understand these, you won't get the big picture. Building major thirds. If we build major thirds on the neck, starting on the 6th string, they're adjacent frets. Looks like we're just going 1 fret, but it's 4 half steps between each of these notes. This is an augmented triad. Building perfect fourths. If we start on the 6th string, build a perfect fourth on top of it. It's the same fret on the next string, 5th string. Same thing again and again. Now when we go to the 2nd string, it's an extra fret, it seems like it is. Those are the exact same intervals all the way across the neck. This element is often called quartal harmony, even though there's more to it than that, but at least it gives you an idea. Any group of 3 of these notes makes quartal triads. Building tritones. We start on the 6th string, make a tritone above it. That's half an octave, 6 half steps, or tritones, 3 whole steps, 3 tones. Another one. It has a distinct pattern until it gets here. Then it seems like there's an extra fret, and there is an extra fret, but the interval is the same, a tritone, 3 whole steps. These 2 notes are more important than you might think. Building fifths, or stacking fifths, in this case perfect fifths, and there's another video on that. What does that mean and why is it called perfect? Pick a note on the 6th string, go up a 5th. Perfect fifth is 7 frets. Well, it looks like we're only going 2, but keep in mind when you change from one string to the next, you've gone 5. Or in the case of this big gap here, it looks big. It's the same as the other ones. You're only going 4 half steps when you go from any fret to the same fret on those 2 strings, the 2nd and 3rd. It's short compared to the other ones. There's a video on that, look for it. These are stacked perfect fifths. There wouldn't be that much of a reason to play this, although I have heard people use it probably in movie soundtracks, that sort of thing. It has a real effect, but it's not something you'd strum in a song. Well, you couldn't finger this anyway, but even if you figured out a way to finger perfect fifths, you probably wouldn't do it. Sting, and a lot of people do use the first three of these, or any adjacent three, let's call it that. It makes an add 9 chord with no third in it, but anyway, it has a real nice suspended kind of sound. And very nice. I teach Skype lessons online, 10 to 10, 7 days a week. There's some things you're not going to learn from a book or a chart.